Hello, my dear students. Today we are going to learn the continuation of our chapter Strategy and Competitive Advantage. BCG Competitive Advantage Matrix. It is a framework created by Boston Consulting Group to evaluate the strategic position of the business brand portfolio and its potential. It classifies business portfolio into four categories based on industry attractiveness, such as growth rate of that industry, and competitive position, such as relative market share. These two dimensions reveal likely profitability of the business portfolio in terms of cash needed to support that unit and cash generated by it. The general purpose of the analysis is to help understand which brands the firm should invest in and which one should not be invested. I think it is clear from the graph. You may please look over that diagram. And coming to the four quadrants into which firms' brands are classified. First one is volume. Here, when an organization has very few advantage, but it is quite large in volume. The profitability is linked with the size of market share of the organization, and competitive advantage is generated through either cost reduction or differentiation, but not through both. For example, Rolls-Royce luxury cars provides product differentiation in terms of interior design, comfort, style, etc., and considers cost to be the second thing. Next one is specialized. Here, in this type of organization, it is possible for an organization to adopt many approaches to generate competitive advantage. And next one is stylimated. It is meaningful product differentiation is not possible, and at the same time the cost structure of the industry is very rigid. For example, product differentiation in a sugar industry is more or less meaningless, and its cost is rigid to a great extent because prices of sugarcane are fixed by the government. And the last one is fragmented. Here, the organization has many opportunities, but profit there is not much. For example, the business of imparting education at schooling level has many opportunities of product differentiation, but may not be having high market shares. You should understand one thing that BCG metrics are simplified versions of the reality and cannot be applied blindly. They can help as general investment guidelines but should not change strategic thinking. Business, business should rely on management judgment, business unit strengths and weakness, and external environment factors to make more reasonable investment decisions. Benefits of matrix. It is easy to perform and help to understand the strategic position of business portfolio, and it's a good starting point for the further more thorough analysis. And moving to the limitations, business can only be classified to four quadrants such as volume, specialized, style-mentored, fragmented. It can be confusing to classify and strategic business units that falls right in the middle. It does not define what a market is and does not include the other external factors that may change the situation completely. Market share and industry growth are not the only factors of profitability. Besides, high market share does not necessarily mean high profits. It denies that synergies between different units exist. As you know that synergy means 1 plus 1 equal to 3. And moving to the steps, first one is choose the unit. BCG metrics can be used to analyze SBUs such as strategic management units, separate brands, products, or a firm as a unit itself. Which unit will be chosen will have an impact on the whole analysis. Therefore, it is essential to define the unit for which you will do the analysis. Second one is define the market. Defining the market is one of the most important things to do in the analysis. This is because incorrectly defined market may lead to poor classification. Third one is calculate a relative market share. Relative market share can be calculated in terms of revenues or market share by the market share of your largest competitors in the industry. There is a formula to calculate a relative market share. Relative market share equal to your firm's market share divided by largest competitor's market share. And the fourth step is find out market growth rate. The industry growth rate can be found in industry reports, which are usually available online for free. It can be calculated by looking at average revenue growth of the leading industry. Market growth rate is measured in percentage terms. And the last one is draw the circles on a matrix. After calculating all the measures, you should be able to plot your brands on the matrix. You should do this by drawing a circle of each brand. The size of the circle should correspond to the proportion of business revenue generated by that brand. Like this, you can make the BCG competitive advantage matrix. Thank you.